guys, it's Amber, and I'm super excited because my Ali Edwards box came. If you know me at all in person, I am not a patient person, and we got back from our weekend trip last night at like 11 something at night. I had to get up early. I waited 20 hours to open this box, guys. 20 hours. I left my box cutter downstairs, so I just was going to use my scissors here really quick. But yeah, mind-blowing that I allowed myself to wait that long. I think because I knew that it's still October. I've got so much time, but I'm still very excited to open it and share the contents with you guys now. So I definitely bought too much, but this is like my one really big hobby that I do. So I splurged. And there is a peek inside. I'm going to put the box down on the floor and we're going to look through everything together. All right, here we are. I've got everything unpacked. So I'm just going to start here first with this little mug so I can move it off the desk. I had decided that there was a few things I was going to not order, and that fell through the window. So the mug was one of them. I decided I needed to have it because it's so cute. And just something fun. And I can actually use it over and over again, which is not the same with some scrapbook products. So I did get 2 of the 10x8 Twas the Night Before Christmas albums. They are really beautiful in person, I must say. I love the color. I love the saying. The gold looks really pretty. I'm happy that they look like they're both in good shape. I'm not going to open them now, but you can kind of get a peek of the inside lining there, which I wasn't sure about, but I will be dealing with it. I also, in case I decided that I can't do 10x8, did get a Follow album. So let's do the flat embellishments. I did get 1 pack of the extra page protectors that has the solid and the 4x4 and 4x6. I do plan to probably cut down some 12x12 into the album in different configurations, maybe even a flip out. And I know I'll probably be doing a lot outside of the page protector. I used to be a strictly into page protector person, but I've gotten a little bit out of that now. So let's do the vellum because I am dying to see this in person. It looks beautiful. This was the reason, this and the paper was the main reason why I struggled so much with deciding if I wanted to do the bigger album size or not, because I thought these were stunning, but I was afraid that, you know, I wouldn't be able to do the album. So beautiful. Like, this will have to be on white probably for me, in my personal opinion, to really make that pop. But it's like embossed as well because of the way the gold is on there. It's got like some texture, so that's cool. Got the wreaths. I love papers like this where you have homes to put things. This is my favorite pattern. This and the paper that looks like this. And with this gold, it's just beautiful. And you just want to touch it because of the texture on there where the gold is inlaid. And then the quotes is a big deal this year. There's a lot of chipboard pieces and paper, obviously. And then this is really beautiful too. I will probably have to put everything back later. It's gonna take too long. So let's jump into the papers. These are the extra papers, not the ones that are included in the main kit. I almost wish that they had just included 12x12 so we had scraps, but I understand why they wanted to do them this way. It's just so that other people could just punch them and put them in. So we've got a really lovely polka dot with all the colors. I love anything with Ali's big writing. I just want to put one big embellishment in the middle. Fun stars. I love that you can, you know, put little things in there. This paper I'm really looking forward to using. I especially want to put these window cards. They might not be visible on camera, but I especially want to put those on here. I just love that green. And this poinsettia. Beautiful. with the red pluses. And this one feels like it would be a really good like end of album or beginning of album, especially with the way the border's on there. Got the giant stars. There's like a texture pattern here that you might not have been able to see on Allie's video. The tree with all the little polka dot ornaments on it. The red graphics. I love this rainbow. It is so cute in the Christmas colors. And then this one has little stars and all the letters, all the ing words. It's kind of fun. We've got all the candy canes. I love these. These are my favorite papers with Allie's writing. The watercolor. This is a multicolor star. Again, it might have been hard to see on Allie's video, but there's like 2 tones of green, red, like a tan, a light blue, I think white on the black there, so that's prettier in person. And then trees again with that texture pattern that isn't really easy to see. And then this pattern was actually a part of the 2019 kit in certain pieces, but here it's got like a textured look to it, so it looks kind of distressed. And then this one's actually a beige base, it's not white, with all the fruits and stockings. Super cute. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited to play with these new paper sizes. I think it's going to be really interesting having enlargements or like 2 5x7s, just sizes that we're not really used to using for sure. So let's go ahead and dive into the main kit. And then I did get these letters here. They're like a creamy color, not necessarily white, but I got them to match the pieces in the main kit. Of that same texture. Okay, we've got the main kit pattern papers. There's definitely plenty here to make a full album. And one of the things that I love is that they thought about where the holes are going to go. So they left a little bit of room in some of the patterns here. So we've got this one. It almost reminds me of like bingo or something. The red polka dot. I also really love this watercolor in this size. The other one's almost a little too big. The X's, there's like a that texture grid on there again. I don't know if you can see it. There's like little white polka dots inside the grayish background. This is my favorite pattern. This is just gorgeous, and the same in the Vellum. I love it. And the Wreaths again. Brick rack that also has a texture background with red polka dots. Allie called these like geometric flowers. They're kind of interesting. I don't love it, but it could be interesting if you cut it up and layer other things on top. Thread plus signs, that's been a pattern for several times now. And then this is another pattern like the green wash where these window cards would look really cool if you scattered them around. Love, again, my favorite. This one's really much prettier in person than you realize too. It's got a couple different shades of green, teal, not teal, light blue, cream, and then some texture on it. So really, it's much prettier in person. And then you have the black. This is actually much prettier in person as well. On camera, it looks so bold, and it is, but it's not as bad in person. And then the quotes. I will probably not be using these as a paper. I'll probably be cutting these out. Yeah, there's some really cute sentiments on there. I love the way that Allie is able to have red and green every year, but still keep it really fresh. All right, main kit. Keep in mind, like I know that Morgan Beals could be teaching part of her class on how to use the box, but these flaps are really cool too. They make like the great front of a pocket, you know, because it's already got the chip and the rounded edges. You could sew that onto something and make an awesome pocket right there with just that flap. I'm not going to take everything out of the packaging. Even these pieces, like they're ready to go, you know, pocket. So we've got the felt red stars, the cork hearts. We've seen those several times now. The little wooden houses are super cute. I'm trying to figure out a way to, there's a lot of houses with like the chipboard and the wooden pieces, and I'm trying to think of some ways to use them in like a fun way. Like I wish we were going to New York this year or something. It'd be neat to do some of these tall buildings, or maybe save them for another time when I do go to New York. But they're really cute. Just really simple patterns and bright fun colors, which is cool. We've got these phrases, phrase strips, I guess you'd call them. And I'm excited about the Christmas movie ones. And I'm trying to decide if I want to put them all together to do something specific. Because there's a couple different movie references. These are all the plain ones. These are two simple sentiments that are always commonly used. Meet me under the mistletoe and all I want this season is, which are great prompts. But then to all good night, the best way to spread Christmas cheer, maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more, and eating junk and watching rubbish are all movie quotes specifically. So maybe I'm trying to decide if I want to like highlight the movies that I really love from those individually, or if I want to just put them all together and make a movie page in general. So I have to figure out how I want to utilize those, because they don't have to stay this way. They could be cut to go with a photo. So those are fun. These wreaths that are transparencies are really beautiful. And I love the Roald Dahl quote. These will be really fun to play with, either all together or to spread them throughout the album to help with some consistency. Don't know exactly how I want to utilize those yet, but they really are so pretty with all the glitter foil. I love that they're adding foil to more things now. Whenever they ask for suggestions, that's always my suggestion. Love this plaid 25. The gold stitching's a little bright, to be honest with you. It's like, hello, because it's a very yellow base, but it's fun that they're starting to include things like that. That are specific. Here are the layered stickers. I really love the poinsettias. Quite beautiful. That's something just fun and different. Here are the pocket cards. Not sure how I feel about the pocket cards, to be honest with you. I like them, but I'm not the kind of person who wants all of them to be the same. Like, I wish these were in different colors or had like slightly different patterns on them. I don't know, something about it just, they're cool. I'm not sure how I want to use them yet, or if I'll use them. And you can put your own card in here. You don't have to use this library card, or you can just put a photo, you know, and just use this as a template. But yeah, I just kind of wish they were a little bit more mixed up. I don't always want multiples of the same thing. Similar, but slightly different is better, in my opinion. Let's go. These, so here's just a 2-pack of stickers. Again, like red labels are great, but do 2 green, 2 red, and 2 black or something like that. These are really nice gold puffy sticker. They're cute. These are the cardstock, like glittery sentiments. These will be fun in that huge 10x8 album. And it's hard to see in the videos that are online, the shimmer. Like, they really do have a great shimmer. I'll try to hold up a smaller one so you can see it. Hopefully it's catching the light. But yeah, these are going to be really fun. And I have a feeling too that if you don't want to use this difficult December, you can probably cut out December just by following like the lines here and utilize it that way. You don't have to have a sad story, or not everyone likes to include the sad stories. So something to keep in mind. And I really like this story. It has my heart. And the Twinkle Starry Magic. Just really fun. Something different, you know. And they're gonna look really cool on like a ginormous photo. These stockings and these hearts are probably my 2 favorite things. So I'm gonna hold off on those for a minute. I think they're my 2 favorite things out of the entire collection. So these are the Vellum Circles. There's 4 in there with the different patterns. And one thing that I'm trying to keep in mind is I don't have to use this with an orange on it. I can cover that with a piece of chipboard and have it still coordinate with the papers. Or, you know, same with this. If I don't want the branch, it doesn't have to stay a branch. So these are little vellum trees. They have little X's on them. And I love the little touch of gold on the trunks. It's a really nice, just a lot more attention to detail than I've seen from them before. These are just beautiful. So then we have the chipboard pieces, the quote bubbles. And if you don't want these to be quotes, just grab some heavy duty scissors and chop this off, which is something I'm considering doing. Generally, I don't punch things out and put them into the album, but something like this I'll add to the 25th for the morning so I don't forget that I have it and to use it. So they don't have adhesive on the back. And they're just really fun. And one of the ways that I always put this type of, this one just keeps falling out. One of the ways I organize this type of chipboard is I flip them back to back so that I can leave them in the packaging, which is not cooperating. I kind of miss the old packaging, which was sticky. It was a little more flexible. This newer packaging is great, but it's really stiff. It's hard to put things back, so I'll deal with that later. But this is how I store them, so that like when I go through stuff, I can just flip it really quickly and I don't have to open it. So let's go to the cards. Sorry, I'm trying not to scratch them with my nails here. Really love seeing this textured pattern on here. It just adds a little something besides just being like totally plain handwritten words. Love that detail. So we've got the 4x6 ones, which have directed journaling, which I love. With decking the halls, making a list, you know, decorating your tree, getting your presents ready. Finding joy can go anywhere. Simply celebrating can go anywhere. Merrymaking can go anywhere. Embracing, anywhere. That's what's so great about them, but they're still directed. Then over here we have a bunch that say a story, which I love, but I'm slightly disappointed. I would prefer like Christmas Eve or baking or, you know, just things to help even more. So I'm just organizing here. I love these cards here. They're similar to the 3x4 transparency tags. And my plan with these, and they could look fun either direction actually. They don't have to go this way. They could easily go this way. It's kind of more like a Polaroid, but you could stamp in these spots or put some sort of really fun embellishment. But my plan is to use my matte photo sticker paper that I have been playing with for my October daily album and use those to put the journaling on here. It looks fantastic. I don't cut it to the size of where the journaling would go. I make it 3x4 to cover the whole card, and then you really can't tell it's there. So the Christmas Loves, the December card, and then the Dear Christmas, I Love You, Thank You, Love Me. That'll be a great album ender or Christmas Day album ender. So loving those. And then the stockings are freaking adorable. I love these. And there's 5 of us and 2 cats, so I love that there are 7 of them. I will definitely use them. Everyone's been talking about how last year's big thing was the door. I didn't make one, but a lot of people did. And that this year they should make a fireplace, which I had thought of as soon as I saw these. I just think it is darling. I love this plaid one. They have so much detail on them. You know, even like a little embroidered like button. And I love that they're adhesive backed already. So cute. You could even try to put little tiny letter stickers on them and put people's initials on there. But yeah, definitely going in the album. I love these. They are so cool. But my absolute favorite, heart these hearts, is these pleather hearts. I am going to want to hoard these. I know it already. They are just awesome. I wish that we could buy extras of these because I totally would. And debating if I'm going to put like 2 together on the same layout to spell out Merry Christmas, or, oh, it's got a little coloration issue. Debating if I'm going to put these together or spread them out. I don't know, but this teal one is just gorgeous. And this can go anywhere. If I don't use it for Christmas, this can go anywhere. This can go anywhere. This can go anywhere. This can go on any kind of layout. They don't have to go on a Christmas layout. So, love that. I think the Mary might be my favorite. In the green. Just so cute. So that's a look at the main kit. I'm going to be careful with these paper die cut pieces. So let's go ahead and take a look at Liz Tamanaha's kit from Paisley Press. They always have a really fun bag for hers. Her embellishments this year are some of my favorites that I've ever seen her do. Usually they're cute, but I'm not dying to use them. This year, I'm dying to use them. They're so cute. Let's start with the pattern paper. She has like a great signature red color, but this actually feels more like it matches Allie's red in the kit in like the felt numbers and stuff and the felt stars. It's a little more orangey tomatoey red. So we've got the Mary green plaid, which is beautiful. I guess hand-drawn like Bethlehem star kind of pattern. Polka dots. That could be kind of fun if you have letter stickers to try to like spell out some different words in there. This one is like a black dot, but it's also got like triangles and kind of like trees almost. We've got the Made with Love. That's really cute with the presents. Pink plaid. This pink circular pattern, and then the Merry and Bright. But I have to say, like, the Merry card, or paper I should say, is always my favorite. And then we have the cards as well. I have opened these with tools before and accidentally scratched the cards, so I try to be much more careful now. And the cool thing about her cards is they are double-sided and some have foil, which I think Allie forgot to show or mention in her product video. So I will show you both. So we've got the Merry Christmas in the gold foil here. And this always makes it really hard to choose because it's so beautiful. Or, you know, you leave it so you actually can see both sides. Got the wreath here on like a pink blush, and then this side is white with Deck the Halls. So that's really cute. And then here's the Merry and Bright pattern in black on one side, red on the other. The same star pattern in pink and red, or just a green with a light black pattern with some stamping or journaling space. In progress or completed, pink or blue. And then the Cherishing Every Moment Together. One's in gold and one's in the black. She always has one like this that I really love to put on my Christmas Day pages. And I have the 3x4 cards. You had me at Eggnog, Ugly Sweater, Let's Go, where we have cake in green and black, which is actually a little hard to see, or the black and white. Nope, not going out at all today, or in red. Sometimes naughty, but mostly nice, or in green. The present, I love her presents this year, and with the gold, that is so cute. The 3 swashes, or that one says joy. So ready to, and it has play holiday music all month long, host gatherings again, go on holiday, decorate the tree, or finish Christmas shopping, and then there's different ways to see it there. All is chaos, all is bright. Pink on that side. Here's the polka dots with 3 on one side or 2 on the other. Holiday mode on. I love that. That would be perfect for a decorating photo. Pink plaid with journaling or the solid. Holiday cheer, it's Little Things. This one's, I think, a dark green font. I don't think it's black. It could be black. And then green on that side. Joy and Peace in a Little Quiet, or in gold, which is beautiful. Merry Blank plus Bright Blank, with places to fill things out. Let's Celebrate in the gold or black. Here's that same triangle tree pattern. That one's in green or black. The December Loves with the red block or the plain black and white. The hustle and bustle, holiday music, all the holiday parties, decking the halls, or spending time with family and friends. Holiday adventure. I love that because sometimes we go away. I don't think we have plans this year for anything. And then a little tree that says, "'Tis the season." Lots of cards in that one. So we've got the chipboard and the puffy stickers. I love these presents. They are darling, and I love that every year she has this chipboard with the year. The letter Hearts Be Light is so cute. Merry and Bright with the little heart is adorable. It's just a great set. The Dear Santa, Christmas Eve. I love stuff like this where I can just, I know right where to put it. You know, it's going to go on the 24th. I can just cut that out, add it to my things. Here's Wrapped with Love. I can put that on my gift wrapping playlist. Gift wrapping project or the holiday playlist. So the coziest spot, perfect for a picture of a kitten all curled up. She has red on white, actually it might be like a cream color stickers. And then the embellishments this year are these awesome pleather pieces, which are going to be, sometimes I have a hard time using these, but like that can go with presents. That can go on my photo card that we sent out this year for Happy Mail. We have the Ho Ho Ho, Merry Vibes, and then a green camera. Adorable. Love the little camera. I feel like I could use all of these so easily, and sometimes I have a hard time with the embellishments. And then these present patches slay me. They are so cute. And I'm already picturing, so there's 2 of each size. I'm already picturing that they can be stacked multiple ways, you know, so you can play with them like going in different directions, or it could go like this, you know, like you can maneuver them around in quite a few ways, which is awesome. But I love that they're patches and the colors match her kit perfectly. So really excited about these. And I'm not like a pre-planner, but I will try to maybe, like last year I had so many more sketches than I've ever used. And I'm thinking this year I'll probably have notes like, you know, for my whatever day I decided to tell about my gift wrap and wrapping, I will make a note like Paisley Press pleather stickers or presents, you know, things like that. So let's move on to the star kit. Really love the packaging. Wish they hadn't put a seal on it, but hopefully I can peel it off really gently here without tearing anything. There's definitely adhesive left behind, so hopefully nothing really sticks to it too badly. But I know a lot of people are interested in using this as something. This could be a really cute little pouch, just punch right into the album, or use it, you know, like as a piece of pattern paper. You could get at least 2 4x6 cards out of that. Maybe, where's my ruler? Trying to see if it's a 6x8 or not. So it's 5.5 by 7.25. So it could be a cool photo mat for a 5x7 photo. Or like I said, you can get 4x6s or 3x4s cut out of that. But this awesome chipboard star set, I feel like every single year there should be chipboard stars that match the colors of that kit. That's just, it should be a given. The gold stars, puffy stars. It's a cool color gold. I don't think they've ever really used this one before. The paper die cuts. Let's see. So we've got the patches here. There's 3 embroidered stars. I love the white on gold, so you can put it almost anywhere. This is, I'm not going to take this one out, but it's the acrylic gold piece with like the dangling sentiment and the ribbon. It's really cute. Silver and gold, like not sequins, but kind of like sequin stars. I really like these layered star pieces. Like this gold is just beautiful, and I love the blue with it. It's just really fun. I almost don't want to break them apart, but I can easily see, like, especially on those bigger pages, using one coordinating set, you know, all together on one layout. Even though they do look cool, still connected. And lastly, these are the star die cuts. I know there was a picture online, but these were not on video. They're pretty big. I think the biggest ones are 3 inches. These are big enough that you could journal on these, which is cool. Or put a bunch on a page with a bunch of different stories or journaling or numbers in them. So it looks like there's 5 of that size. And then the medium size ones have patterns. So it looks like there's 4 of that size. So green and black plaid, white and red. Yep, that's the plus sign pattern, polka dots, and then Merry Christmas. And then the next, so that's one size. Here's the next. Then the next size is also more patterns. So you got 2 different types of trees. We've got stars. There's like a green watercolor. Part of the print for the watercolor leaves. Here's a 5th one of that size with stars. And then we've got the next size down, which has rainbows. That's like the icons, part of the paper from the pomegranate paper. Ellie's handwriting, more pomegranate paper, and then 5 minis. So I love that this one's a poinsettia, stars, dots, holly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sizes with 5 in each size. So that's a lot of stars, which is pretty cool. So there's a lot you can do with all those, or layer them. I bet you, I was gonna say, I bet you they layer inside each other pretty well too. For the dimension here. Yeah. So they would look really cool stacked together. I wouldn't do that, but they would look cool. Lots of fun patterns to help pull them throughout the album, which is awesome. We need more rainbows though, that is for sure. So that is the Star Mini Kit. And the Liz Tomahawk Kit. Okay, let's move on to some of these embellishments here. And we'll get into the loose stuff. So I told myself in the beginning when we were getting ready to order everything, I was not getting the canvas patches. I was like, I can make my own, not a big deal. But I just think there's gonna be some unique ways that people use them. It's gonna be interesting if someone stitches on here or embroiders on here or stamps on here some way cool. So canvas patches, there's 2 that are the 2 pocket and 2 full pockets. Let's see what we got here. Some of this will be easy to go through. Okay, so I got, the only stamp I got was the poinsettia build a layer stamp. I'm hoping to emboss with this. I think that will look really cool. I have a red glitter, but I'm excited to play with this one and see how it will look, putting the leaf patterns on here and playing with the green. We'll see. I definitely have enough Ali Edwards stamps to make that look good. Organize my desk here. So I also got just a pack of the 4 pocket page protectors. It's a go-to for me. The 6x8 stickers I really love. Bright fun colors there. Here's the pocket kit. So what I use these for, at least the 6x8 one, is I put my Christmas cards in for the year in here, and it can definitely take up some room, but I really love using that in that way. This year, this one's really beautiful to tuck like your letter to Santa or just a cool note or some photos in there. I love the gold dotted lines on there. It's really pretty. And then this is also really fun And I didn't realize that the holes are already pre-punched in it, which is cool. And then you could just put photos or a tag in here of some kind. It's just neat that it's a vellum pocket just for different texture. So pretty cool. Okay, next we have the paper cardstock pieces. I wish they had kind of done some of these in like big 10 by 8s. Would look really cool. So we've got the star with the fa la la, another star with Santa. And so I kind of wish that you could cover this with, you know, a photo, but I kind of wish that they had done these in like the reverse so that you could have a complete star. Because I don't want to necessarily cover this with a photo, but I might have to, you know, to get the effect I want. But those will be cool together. Got the tree, the heart. I love that it's just a real simple one. Last year it was plain and I added like letters and all kinds of fun stuff to it. But here again, these two can go across from each other, which is cool. You know, so you can put your photo on the outsides and then open it up and have these be across, which is awesome. So I like that that is, you know, an option this year. Love this pattern, and I love the little touches of gold. And then this one here, they had mentioned could be a flag or a house, but I kind of wish that they had just designed it this way so that it was automatically already a house and you didn't have to decide. Because these would have been just fine, you know, right here. But it's really cute and it will be fun to play with, a new shape. I also love the jumbo tag with the foil on it and the holes already punched. And then December, this is like got green stripes on it. So it's a fun place to put some extra embellishments. And then the red and white stripe. Love that as well. And the cool thing about this is you could have it plain on one side and then flip to the red, or it can be, you know, the red on top. So that you can do with those. And then these 6 by 8 transparencies. While I love the vellum, I also really had my hopes up for 10 by 8 transparencies as well once they did a sneak peek of the albums. So we've got the red plaid, the trees, and there's a little bit of gold on them in a few places. That's a fun one. We have the wreath. I really enjoyed playing with the circle ones last year. Then this one is gold stars, which you just can never go wrong with. And they look silver on the back, which is awesome. So you can have it be silver facing front if you prefer silver like I do. And then this one has the gold dotted lines. Looks much prettier in person than you can see online, which is always good. And then we have, let's jump to the frames here. So I wasn't gonna buy these, but I'm hoping to do something cool with these, stitching them together. I had that idea as well as Allie. And I have some Studio Calico ones that I got in a recent kit as well that are gonna look really cool. So I can mix and match those in. But those 10 by 8 papers are ideal for lining several of these up in a row where you have, you know, several photos that you want to include, or they can even go this way, you know, so they're pretty fun. And then there's the 3 by 4 ones here. So you've got green with like blue stripes on it, the plaid. This is blue with, I think, either darker blue or green X's, the red and white stars, that's beautiful. Tan with a white stripe, green with dots, and then a fa la la. And I don't usually layer these kind of things over photos, but it could be really fun. Especially now that there's other ones that will coordinate. And then these I thought would look really cool in the 4 by 4 pockets, just to give them a little something extra. So we've got the December stories, believe. This one is the geometric floral pattern in green on green. This is, oh, I love that. I didn't realize that one came in that color. My favorite pattern there on a tan. Candy canes, enjoyed the season, and the green plaid. So these will be really cool. They're like nested inside each other. Here we go. I'll have to deal with that later. Okay, and then I always get the Transparency pack, even though I'm not doing a 3x8 album, because the Transparencies are just so good. And you can never go wrong with all the pattern paper. And I love that this year the cards are able to be outside the page protector. Actually, even a little bit bigger than the Transparencies. But we've got Wonderful Traditions, Making a List. And I love that you can just cut this off if you want. You know, like you could cut this off and put that in that vellum pocket with a list of things and it would look so cool. And Documenting Our December. And don't forget, these do not have to stay this shape. They do not have to stay this product at all. Like you could cut a 3x4 out of this and make it a card that matches. You could do the same with this one, you know, and this could be plain on the back. You add a photo and on the back, then you put your journaling. You know, it doesn't have to go the way the holes are facing. I love this holiday checklist. This will be awesome to put towards the end too, or in the middle, you know, but find a way to check those off. Here again, this doesn't have to stay this pattern. You could cut that out into something else. Documenting Our December, more stripes, beautiful wreath. Love that pattern on green, the lighter green. Documenting Our December, more stripes. In red, little holly or December stories. Documenting and more stripes. So if you're doing the 3x8 album, really cool to be able to run those through the album for consistency. And the Transparencies are just so pretty. I love these with the gold. So this is just stunning. So Joy, Peace, and Love. Mine has got like 6 scratches on it right here, which kind of stinks. Here we've got the 3 wreaths. There was one like this a couple years ago that I used for my day 3 that was fun. I like the ones that are solid with like a see-through pattern. They just look cool. So green with X's. This blue 'tis the season. Sentiment. And here we've got the red pluses. The Follow Law is just so pretty. The Rick Rack. This one has gold on the trees and then December moments up here, which I really love. This one is fun. Good Tidings, Mistletoe, Gingerbread. The red geometric pattern. We've got blue snowflakes or dots, but it could be snowflakes. I love the holly pattern. And then this is cool. It's gold, obviously, on this side, which gives you tons of little places to put fun things. But on the back, it's kind of like a blue dotted pattern, the way the gold comes through. So just really, really beautiful. One of my other absolute favorite products this year is this tag kit this year. I always love tags. I do a lot of 4x6 tags or 4x8 tags on my album, so I'm excited for this one. I'm glad that they're not punched. But some of these have some great patterns that aren't anywhere else in the kit. So we've got Allie's pattern in the green plaid. Enjoy the Season, which is really cool. The holly pattern. This is the watercolor I love. It's really different. These December stories with a great journaling block. The Joy, Love, Peace. I know I already saw Allie using this one where she stamped ing words in here. The 1 through 10. And then I love this watercolor with the music notes. I think that's really pretty. So those are really cute. And then the other 2 sets of tags that come with these are 2x3, I believe. So just fun for different dimensions. So I believe they all have a pattern on the bottom that's either dots or stripes. We've got Celebrate, Holiday Memories, December Stories, Feeling All the Joy, Merry and Bright, Be Jolly, This Story, and Making Magic. Those would look cute kind of even in the middle of a 3x4 tag. I mean a 3x4 paper. And they're actually bigger than that. So they're over 2 1/4 by 3. So I was thinking it might slide into a 2 by 2 page protector, but it won't, it's too big. And these are more die cuts in tag form. I'm glad this year is mostly all paper embellishments because last year I barely fit in 2 albums. The Christmas Has My Heart, Always and Forever. Seeking Simple Joys in the Season of Wonder. Simple Delights. Got the Star, Stories, Hope, Little Details, Moments, Joy to the World, and then the plus sign. Allie gave us a 6 by 8 template that had 6 of these with different details or designs on the top, and I really, really love that. So I'm excited to play with those a little bit. It's fun that they're all different shapes. Okay, we're getting there, guys. Oh, last bag of embellishments. This is my ornament that I got. I might actually hang it on my tree instead of putting it on my album, but I am considering putting it on my album. It's really pretty. Love that it has the year on it. All right. So these are just label stickers, but I have been begging for more metallics and not just gold. So I love that they did red metallic on these. I forget what the other colors are. Oh, gold and silver. However, we're getting somewhere. So like green metallic would be awesome. Black metallic would be cool. White foil metallic on a darker color would look really cool. So like, I think we can keep expanding. Let's see what we've got. This is just the attacher stickers that come in 3 colors. I wanted to try those out. The puffy stickers, which have, you know, the Clark Griswold quote, the Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal from Home Alone. The sweater reminds me of the one that Kevin wears in Home Alone. The Stink Stank Stunk from The Grinch. So I love that. More movie stuff. Here's the pin this year. It's actually bigger than I thought it was. Last year's was like a long rectangle, but this is pretty substantial size actually. Looks really pretty. So what I did last year, my boyfriend helped me snap off these pieces here, and then I filed them down, and then I just used some red line adhesive to stick it in my album. So you can use the pen without having to puncture or ruin anything. So we've got the chipboard houses here. These are not like glossy, they're like a nice matte finish, which is nice. And I got the wooden numbers. I'm not sure I'm going to use them, but I wanted to really see them in person. And if I don't use them for this, I can always use them for something else. But I thought that they might be kind of a cool, different... I think I've used cork in the past. And I've used numbers for like 1 through 10, but not like for a whole album. So those will be neat. And then here's some more wood pieces. These are really fun. They had a great set in the travel kit this year. So I love that they come in all different shapes and they're not just all the same. So I think they discounted them because they were a little fuzzy. Like the Tradition Has My Heart's a little fuzzy. The wreaths aren't super clear, but most of them look really clear. I love the rainbow. They're kind of like embossed on top, like there's texture. Making Spirits Bright, Traditions, The Present, little tree's cute, another little house. Santa is pretty adorable. I think the poinsettia and the rainbow are probably my 2 favorites. Just because they're so awesome. My concern, going back to the wooden numbers, my concern with using them is that when I use chipboard, I can peel off the layers and help save from getting too thick. It makes a big difference when you're doing it 30 times. With the wood, I can't do anything about the dimensions. So they're not any thicker than chipboard, but I definitely that's my main concern is I've started doing so much out of the page protectors that I run out of room, especially with putting my Christmas cards in that we get every year. I like to save them. So here are the window cards. This was another product that I wasn't going to get, but I really love them and I'm glad that I did. But all I can think about is putting them in, and I really, really like the green grid paper, but I can just only picture putting them on one of these, you know, and having them just be available for all kinds of fun stories for like a day 6 or something. I need to get them all out here. But yeah, I told myself I was going to make my own. I was not going to buy them. And here they are, because they are just too darling. But yeah, I love that it's like got the little spot inside for journaling. You can't take it out, but you could always put a piece of paper like and tuck it inside, or you could do one of those labels and put it in there. Like the matte sticker label I was telling you about. Highly recommend getting some for your December daily album or any album. And then these are the canvas strips. These sold out really fast. I think this was like the first thing to go. And once again, I almost didn't get them because I thought I can just buy canvas and make my own. However, I like the material that they chose, and I think these will be really cool. I love that there's some room on the bottom to like potentially stitch these onto something. But there's just, you know, it's just like big word phrase stickers. So it would be cool to add a little texture of a different type to the album. So something that you could easily duplicate yourself, especially with the digital. Here we've got the layered chipboard, which I told myself I was not getting and got anyway. You're seeing a pattern here. These I probably wouldn't keep connected or try to use them all on the same layouts, but they're really fun, and they're like a matte finish. They're not really shiny, except for the gold parts, which are just beautiful. Like it's just stunning. And I almost want to like leave these together and don't want to separate them, you know, because the gold looks so pretty. Yeah, these will be fun to play with. I'm struggling getting stuff back in the pouches today. So then we've got these awesome felt trees. These are really fun, and you get so many in this pack actually. There's 7 of them, and I love that they're almost all decorated with the stitching. It just looks really cool. So there's 3 white and 4 green ones, and 2 of them are plain without anything on them, which is good. Not everything has to be decorated. But the thing I love about this kind of stuff is that I don't have to use all 7 in this year's album. I can use 2 and have them for years to come and have them coordinate. So here are the woven patches. And I'll mention again that you don't have to keep these in the middle. If you like Deck the Halls, but the orange isn't making any sense with your page, cover this with a piece of chipboard or a die cut or like one of the wooden things. Same with like the dove. It's beautiful, but unfortunately it's really hard to see. So, you know, the only ones I would really consider covering up are these 3. The rest I like as is. This is actually a really nice, pretty like light teal greenish pattern. My favorite is the poinsettia. But those will just be fun to add for nice texture, and They're a pretty good size. I think they're at least 2 inches. Here we have the transparency tags I was mentioning a while ago. These I'm excited to use. One, I always love the 3x4 tags, and two, they're gonna look awesome with my matte sticker paper on them to journal, so that I don't have to worry about dealing with the transparency or the fact that they, you know, would be difficult to write on with a slick writer. So they have different sentiments: happy holidays, holiday magic, deck of halls, be of good cheer, merry and bright, celebrate today, and spread joy. So there's 7 of those. I really love them, like I do every year when there's 3x4 tags. And then the other thing that I always do generally is if I have one for one day, I'll usually pair another one up for journaling for the next day, because they're already pre-cut and match. And then that comes with a handful of circles here that are really cute. So this is stars, dots, let your heart be light, hearts, and the magic of the holidays. And again, this doesn't have to be used for December daily. You could literally use that on anything, or a Valentine's Day page, or same with these 3, you know, other 2, I should say. The green one I think is my favorite, with the magic of Christmas. You could punch out a photo in there, or start journaling, or, you know, throw a patch in the middle. You can do with that. Only 3 more things, guys. We are done. So here is the paper die cuts, like about a 2-inch size-ish. So we've got circles, we've got some rectangles, we've got some triangles, some squares, stars, and hearts. So there's a couple in each type. So we've got, I love the paper hearts for sure. Plaid, merry and bright, this awesome gold white polka dot, and then Christmas loves. Love that. I love anything with Allie's handwriting, let's be honest. Green star, seeking joy, Noel, and black stars. Here we've got Christmas, a Christmas tree, a fa la la, and Christmas cheer. Bringing in some slightly different colors with this one. Wreath, X's or pluses based on how you put it, our holiday story, and these December stories. And these don't have to stay triangles if you don't want them. They can be photo corners. They can be punched into a circle, you know. We've got 2 that like can kind of coordinate and pair together here. So we've got wonder and joy and a star, and then we've got tradition with a star, and then this blue polka dot. And then we've got the squares. Again, these can all be punched into circles. So we've got 'tis the season, the floral geometric, have a holly jolly Christmas, and peace, joy, love, and hope. So these are all small enough to go into a 2x2 page protector. Okay, then I got the stickers. I always like to get the new ones because they coordinate with that year's colors. Sometimes the greens, if you don't go with like that year's, can really clash. So these are very, very glossy. I feel like they're more glossy than normal, and they feel maybe thicker. So we've got a gray, dark grayish brown, a nice bright green, and red. So gray stickers, and then last but not least, everybody's favorite, the transparent hearts. I knew these would sell out quickly because the circles did last year, which I was really lucky enough to get. Yeah, everyone loves them. They're awesome. So we've got, I'm going to try to organize by color here. So we've got some greens, blues, bring on the joy. So some of these very clearly have plastic on them, and some of them, it's kind of hard to tell, but they definitely do. So we've got a couple different greens here. It's like a gray color. Light green with polka dots. Love this season. Love that there's some variety here though. Like these are the same pattern, but they're 2 different colors to make it easier to, you know, pick one or the other. Totally merry and bright. Happy heart pattern. This one's like a teal with Christmas on it. green with a star. This one's white with gold dots, or the grayish. Holiday Love, Send Joy, Little Moments, Adore This, red polka dots, green polka dots, The Awesome Tree, more red polka dots. Best Part, This Tradition Has My Heart, 25, love that. This The Awesome Merry Mess, Making Magic, polka dots, So Not Merry and Bright, December, The Worst Part, plus signs, love this. This can go anywhere. It doesn't have to be on, you know, traditions. It doesn't have to go on a December daily album. This one's got like a gold outline on tan for that green pattern that I love so much. Black stars with some gold and green stars with some gold. They are so pretty. I love them. So, as always, I kind of organize by my favorite colors. And red, oh, it will probably go on top because it has that awesome 25. Although I really like this teal color with the Christmas. It is beautiful. And I also bought the digital set of these. That way, if a color doesn't match, but I really like the sentiment, I can print it out in the one I want. It was only like $3. So I highly recommend doing that. I did that with my circles last year, and sometimes I wanted to use them, but I was also hoarding my stash. True story. I'm sure some people can relate to that. I was hoarding my stash and it wasn't the right colors that I wanted, so I just printed them out in what I needed them to be, which was awesome. So I am so pumped. I know people are probably going to ask, hey Amber, do you do foundation pages? And I do not. When we get closer to Christmas, you will see me come out with what I will call my product gathering video, where I will have put all my favorite things in the album that I don't want to forget to use, or things that like I have from previous years that I want to make sure I use, or things that I like to coordinate with year to year. But I will create a kit with all the products. Some of it will be in the packaging, some will not. Probably most of it will still be in packaging based on the way it's set up. In one of those IKEA boxes, I will have that on my desk. Oh, and I forgot I got the advent calendar, which I will not open, but mine's a little crushed. It's a cool box this year. But so I will just put in the things that I really want to use, or I'll organize myself a little bit in some ways. Like that will go in a collection of stuff that's Christmas Day related. This year it will be hard because normally I stick like all the 6x8 papers into page protectors. I can't do that with the big papers. I can tuck the Transparencies in, I can tuck the Vellums in, I can tuck the die cut ones that I want to use. So here is the box, the way they like slide out. So there's 24 stickers in here of some kind. I did watch Allie's sneak peek because I couldn't help myself. And I honestly thought my box would take a lot longer to ship than it did. So I watched it, but it will still be completely different seeing them all in person. So I'm not going to open them on camera. I will open them up though and have them organized and in my stash. And I'll probably end up reselling these in case anyone wants to use this to make a kit of their own. But I don't intend to reuse it. I would love to hang it up, and I'd love to have the patience to open these. I would probably do it starting at the prep party, which is November 6th, which would lead you all the way up to November 30th, because there's 24 of these, which would start you at Christmas or, you know, December. But I don't have that kind of patience, guys. I already waited 20 hours to open my stuff. So hope you enjoyed my walkthrough. I will definitely be sharing more closer to time. If I do make any pages, it will be a reason why page, it will be a title page. I'm really hoping Allie gives us a calendar page this year in the prep party because, you know, the 10x8 size. So yeah, those are the things that I will work on in advance, but I never make pages early. But I will probably have some sketches, and I'm really, really pumped for the Back to Basics product play class this year, because 30 days of inspiration plus the prep party, we're going to have so many ideas before we even get started. So thank you so much again for watching. If you want to be automatically notified when I start posting my December daily content, please subscribe, and then you'll know right away. But thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Thanks again. Bye.